Hey everyone, Bond back here again to show off the continuation from the last video with me getting this new PC, which you can't even hear that it's on. So just give you an idea of how wonderful this PC build is. Everyone knows I have these 4K televisions that I use for gaming, and they're fine and all. The input delay is only 17 millisecond in 4K mode, so it's on HDMI 5, so it's pretty impressive TV still. The problem is, if I'm building a portable machine to take to local meetups for Street Fighter 5, I'm going to need a monitor of some sort. So I picked up an Acer XB240H, and what's good about this monitor is it does have G-Sync. Also has 3D vision, which I still have glasses for. So what this monitor does is it has adaptive sync. It's pretty great technology. What you do is you play a game, and it renders the game pretty much as fast as your card can render it without any tearing. So the card is in control of the sync rate on the monitor. So if your card can run the game at 120 frames, the monitor will display 120 frames. If the card can only muster up 75 frames, the monitor will sync down to 75 hertz, and it's always in sync. And when you have a situation where things are always in sync, you pretty much get a lot out of your card because it's always performing, to its fullest potential, and you're always seeing that performance as opposed to being capped to 60 hertz like this 4K TV over here. What's really nice about this is that the input delay, because you are running in G-Sync mode, which is the benefits of V-Sync, but not having V-Sync on, this is wonderful because you get no input delay and you get that smooth appearance that you would have to sacrifice input delay usually to get. So, this looks excellent. There's no tearing at all. It's wonderful. There's no stuttering. V-Sync is inherent to stuttering, and I have found that a lot of games, even though they're locked at 60 frames, you would get tearing because the card is rendering it so fast. So Street Fighter 4 is notorious for tearing. It's just really, really bad tearing game. So I just wanted to show you guys a little snippet of video there of Street Fighter 4 not having any tearing at all. I'm really pumped up for Street Fighter 5. Hence this, all this equipment that I've purchased. Now, what's really great about this, though, yes, it's awesome for newer games that really, push a card. But here's the one thing that I found that's even better. Let me get out of Street Fighter 4. The one thing that I found that's even better is that if you can go up and down on refresh rates, you can definitely do it on any application that requires Direct 3D. Now, at first I was like, wait, what? So can I go back in time and play games? And you shall see that you certainly can. Let me throw in a game in here. Wrong spelling. It's hard to do this while you're doing this through a phone, but you guys get the idea. Now, I'm loading up MAME, and I use HLSL to bring the scan lines out. And HLSL is a whole other ball game. You guys can look it up. It's called high level shader language. And what you do is you basically use your GPU shaders to render effects on the screen. In my case, I wanted scan lines because filters are great and all, but filters add input delay, and it really ruins the definition of the original 2D art. But that's a preference thing. What this thing does is, notice right here, it's showing it's the Street Fighter ROM, Street Fighter 2, but look right there, look at that video refresh rate. 59.637 hertz. Now you'll notice that a lot of our older arcade games will run at different resolutions. And because of that, when you try to sync it to the monitor, you'll get stuttering or you'll get input delay. once again, you are sacrificing something to get that nice smooth gradient. And in certain cases, depending on how slow the game is, like this is 59.1, you probably won't notice too much going to 60 hertz. Certain games like Mortal Kombat run at like 55 hertz, so you're running faster than the actual game should be. So you're not getting that tremulation. Man, this looks crisp. And I just want to see a match so you guys can see how smooth it is in the backgrounds and whatnot. And I'm just showing a couple intros here just to give you guys an idea of how awesome this looks. All right, let's see here. This is virtual audio cue sound. Yeah, but this is the Acer XB240H. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can catch that on the camera, but this looks slick. And you got the CRT going on, the CRT scan lines. Believe me, it looks great. The colors are going to be a little off, being that we're playing on right off the CD, the LCD, and this phone's, it's okay. It captures video fine. Let's see what I got here. Where's that Street Fighter Alpha 2? I got a Street Fighter Alpha 2 that looks really. The intro looks immaculate. Here we go. Street Fighter 02 Alpha. Let's do it in. Do I have it in Hispanic? Yes, I do. See, once again, 59.637405. That's a very specific resolution. But when G-Sync is on, Q sound and G-Sync are all sounding two together there. But when you have G-Sync on, this monitor will go down to that refresh rate. And it makes a world of difference. Now, this is an intro that I've played many, many times. It was one of my favorite games, and it always would stutter, especially when the characters like Gen and Zangief were, flying, zooming in on one side of the screen. There was always a little bit of stutter there. There's Chun-Li, and it looks smooth as butter. There's no stuttering. There's no hiccuping. There's no hitching. Right here. That's what I would normally tell. I'd play this ROM and boom, it would start hitching and whatnot. So this looks awesome. I mean, this looks like an arcade monitor with HLSL plus this. I mean, the HLSL sometimes you get a little tearing down below, but that's just the nature of the shader. If you take it off, it will look perfect. But it's just you don't have the scan lines, and the scan lines in these games, in my opinion, help out quite a bit. Look at that alpha scrolling down the screen. Believe me, folks, that thing stutters like crazy. You can try firing up on your regular screen. Look at this background. Look at this. Almost has that 3D effect now because it's so smooth. And with the HLSL, it looks amazing. Look at that. You can actually tell depth now. That's one thing I don't like about the filters. The filters take away that depth because everything's just smeared together as one instance. There was another video of this guy, and he was doing Samurai Shodown 2. And I'm going to see if I can capture that and see if I can get it going. Let's see if I can get it going. Okay, check this one out. This one says 59.185. All right. We got the Neo Geo going on. Now, what he was trying to show is that the shadows won't replicate right on a regular monitor, which is true. It's something that the Neo Geo, they do this trick to get the shadows to work, and they look really nice on an actual cabinet. Unfortunately, this is not an actual cabinet. This is an LCD. So, let's see what happens. Now, you're not being able to see this through the phone too well, but there is a patch of shadow flickering up and down underneath Haomaru and Gonjuro, and it looks pretty damn good. I see it plain as day. I don't know if this phone can actually record it. I'm looking for it right now. It does look a little darker. Yeah, I guess you guys can see it. See how it looks a little darker? There's like a little oval space underneath it. I mean, I know the buttons are in the way right now, but Conjuro won that battle. Yep, you're unarmed. Yep. But you can see it. Now, my screen, it flickers. It's on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Oh, look at this background. No hitching at all. You might see that little vertical line. That's the HLSL. That's not the monitor. Let's see how smooth this looks. That's Hamakusa. I used to like this game a lot. I do like Last Blade better than Sam Show, but Sam Show is still a good game. Yeah, Mr. Caffeine Nicotine. That should have been Starbucks' mascot right there. Let's see if we can look at these shadows. Yeah, it's there. See, normally on a regular monitor, you can try this at home with Samurai Shodown. You can see that the shadows come in, go away, come in, go away. And here, they're just there, which is great. Anyway, that's just a demonstration of this monitor. It does have some caveats, though. First of all, G-Sync is expensive. I was able to pick this monitor up for $270 with free shipping. It is refurbished, but I deal with refurbished stuff all the time, so I pretty much trust them. Another thing is it only supports DisplayPort. So if you do want to go down this line, keep in mind you will have to get a DisplayPort video card. It comes with a DisplayPort cable. It's only 3 feet. I've already ordered a 10-foot cable. But yeah, I'm ready for Street Fighter V. I got my little portable box right here. I've got, a stick there. But there you go. If you got any questions, just let me know. Hit me up in the comments, and I'll try to help you guys out. Thank you.